أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا تتلى عليهم آياتنا بينات قال الذين لا يرجون لقاء نأت بقرآن غير هذا أو بدل قل ما يكون لي أن أبدله من تلقاء نفسي إن أتبع إلا ما يوحى إلي إني أخاف إن عصيت ربي عذاب يوم عظيم. In this verse, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentioned, وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا بَيِّنَاتٍ, that when our clear verses were recited upon them. This is referring to the kuffar of Makkatul Mukarramah, when the verses of the Quran Sharif was recited to them, قَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَرْجُونَ لِقَاءَنَا, those people that didn't have hope of our meeting, they didn't have conviction in meeting Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. What would they say? إِئْتِ بِقُرْآنٍ غَيْرِ هَذَا أَوْ بَدِّلْ, that bring to us a Quran besides this, or change this Quran Sharif. Meaning these people, they couldn't understand that after death there is going to be resurrection. We will be brought before Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala on the day of Qiyamah. There will be hisab kitab. There will be accountability for our actions before Allah. So logically it didn't make sense to them that a person, he leaves the world and then he's going to be brought back to life. So they used to say that this Quran doesn't make sense. Bring a Quran other than this, or change the Quran Sharif. قُلْ مَا يَكُونُ لِي أَنْ أُبَدِّلَهُ مِنْ تِلْقَاءِ نَفْسِي. Allah Ta'ala tells Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, قُلْ, say to them, O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is not correct for me, it is not possible for me that I will change the Quran Sharif from my own side. He was the Nabi of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. But in spite of that, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Quran Sharif, how can I change Quran? I cannot change the Quran Sharif. Today, if we look at our deen in the world, that today everyone wants to water down deen. The laws of the Quran Sharif, the laws of Hadith Sharif, all this is being watered down. Everything is being changed for our convenience. Whereas here Nabi alayhi Islam is saying, I can't change Quran Sharif from my side. These are the laws of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Today you look at Muslim countries, Saudi Arabia, that today a woman without a mahram, she can travel for Umrah. Today a woman without a mahram, she can travel for Hajj. And many people misinterpret also. They say go and drop your wife off at the airport and get a mahram to pick her up on the other side. So she's traveling so many kilometers, thousands of kilometers without a mahram. And the greatest fitna that takes place and all the wrong that takes place, where does it take place? In the plane all this takes place. That is why the Hakim Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi, in one poem he mentioned, he said, Main jahan bhi rahu, jis fiza mein bhi rahu, mera taqwa hamesha salamat rahe. Wherever I am, in whichever environment I am, my taqwa must always be intact. This he wrote on the aeroplane because of the fitna that is on the aeroplane. So that law of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is broken. Today Muslim institutes, today we are getting youngsters to play soccer. And how must they play soccer? One side, each one must contribute 1,000 rand to participate in the match. And on the other side also each 1,000 rand. And the winning team, they will now get a prize from there. Now when you're paying for something and there's a chance, we don't know who's going to win, who is going to lose. Is this not regarded as gambling? So across the board, these are just some examples that we are taking. So many laws of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala are being watered down, whereas Quran Sharif, Allah's Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is saying, I cannot change the Quran Sharif from my own side. In attabi'u illa ma yuha ilay. I only follow the wahi that is been sent to me. Inni akhafu in asaytu rabbi adhaba yawmin adhim. Nabi alayhi salam is saying, I fear that if I disobey my Rabb, the punishment of a great day. If I tamper with the laws of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, then on the day of Qiyamah, I'm going to be taken to task. Allah Ta'ala will punish me. Allah Ta'ala save us. Allah Ta'ala further says, قُلْ لَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ مَا تَلَوْتُهُ عَلَيْكُمْ وَلَا أَدْرَاكُمْ بِهِ. Say, O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wish, then I wouldn't have recited the Quran Sharif to you, and neither would I have explained the Quran Sharif to you. So Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, because I'm an unlettered person, I don't know how to read, I don't know how to write. فَقَدْ لَبِثْتُ فِيكُمْ عُمُرًا مِّن قَبْلِ. That most certainly I remain amongst you people an entire lifetime before the Quran Sharif was revealed. So this is a clear indication that this is from Allah. I don't know how to read and write. It has come from the side of Allah. أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. Won't you people understand this matter? Allah Ta'ala further says, فَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ اِفْتَرَى عَلَى اللَّهِ كَذِبًا أَوْ كَذَّبَ بِآيَاتِهِ. Who can be a greater wrongdoer? Who can be a greater oppressor than that person that invents a lie upon Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala or denies any of the verses of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala? إِنَّهُ لَا يُفْلِحُ الْمُجْرِمُونَ. Verily the criminals, the wrongdoers, the kuffar, they will not be successful. Why? What would the kuffar do? وَيَعْبُدُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ مَا لَا يَضُرُّهُمْ وَلَا يَنْفَعُهُمْ. That they worship besides Allah all these deities, what cannot benefit them, what cannot harm them. وَيَقُولُونَ هَؤُلَاءِ شُفَعَاؤُنَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. And they would say that these are our intercessors by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. These deities will intercede before Allah Ta'ala on the day of Qiyamah. Allah Ta'ala says, قُلْ أَتُنَبِّئُونَ اللَّهَ بِمَا لَا يَعْلَمُ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَلَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Say to them, O Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, are you informing Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in regards to those matters which He does not know in the heavens and the earth? Meaning Allah has no partners, and you are saying that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has partners, therefore we are worshipping these deities. So are you telling Allah in regards to something which Allah Ta'ala does not know? Subhanahu wa ta'ala amma yushrikun. Allah is most pure and most exalted from those things that you ascribe partners unto Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. We'll continue from here.